Welcome to the Falls Count Everywhere podcast. We thank all of you joining us for tonight's episode of the Falls Count Everywhere podcast. Before we get underway, we pay honor, tribute, and respect to the greatest nation in the world as we play our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for their ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is a special Tuesday before Thanksgiving edition of the Falls Count Everywhere podcast. Here with you live here late on a Tuesday evening. I am Rough Cut Rick Ruby here, and I'm going to add my recently co-host here, the Gem City Mouth, Zmiz. What's going on, bud?
Not much, my dude. Not much.
And hey, guess what? We've actually got somebody else joining us here tonight. It's this guy.
No.
He's missing a. Somebody took a Willy Willy eraser and hit his face. It's GQ here.
What? You always got to talk about Willies. Good Lord, Ruby.
God.
You know the way
you kind of look like a Willy now.
Oh my gosh.
At least I can see mine, Miz.
I highly doubt that.
You know,
but okay.
The way I sit, I can see it. It gives a good
It's all about the angle.
Yep.
I was gonna say, hey, anybody can see anything standing over a mirror. There you go.
Sorry.
There we go. So.
Oh, do the other one.
Oh. That is if you walk into GQ in the dressing room and he's not clothed.
Been there, done that. Don't want to go again.
Oh my gosh. So what's going on? And yeah, so we're doing this before Thanksgiving, and I know that we put a poll out there last week, but technically we are not doing anything pre-recorded, which is fine. But we're not doing anything tomorrow, and we're not doing anything Thursday, so I think we should be okay, right?
No, we're in that gray area.
Yeah.
Just
How many
broke
shades of gray?
everything.
How many shades of gray do you want to encounter this week? So
This is 50 Shades.
50 shades of something.
Not with this group. We're not even joking about that.
And so, man, we got a huge lineup here to talk about here this week. We got, of course, this past weekend. Not really anybody's really been kind of keeping me up to date with all the shows that's been happening here. So
we need to get better at that. We need to get some more people out there that can give us updated on the shows.
Yeah, I agree. Oh my goodness. Hey, guess what, guys? My stuff is kind of messing up again. So
Hey, user from Facebook.
hey, Facebook
That
user.
has
I
to
haven't figured that out.
actually has to be from yours.
It
every
is.
every time that we've done like a group, like two different Facebooks, the second one won't show up. It'll do that. When we did the group show with Shaft and Vader.
Oh yeah, with Outside the Ring, yeah, it's
We'll figure it out. We'll get it all arranged and fixed eventually.
Eventually we will, but I kind of wish we'd do it kind of sooner than later. But before we get into much of anything here tonight, want to bring this is an official launch of an announcement here. So we've been talking about it. So I just want to put everything. I want to paint a picture for everybody here, so you understand what we're asking here. So we're going to be giving away we potentially have a way of giving away a copy from us here directly at the podcast. So if you want to have a chance to win the copy, what we need here is the Falls Count Everywhere podcast Facebook page at 500 likes or 100 subscribers on our YouTube channel by December 9th. If we can get to either one of those goals, then we're going to work on giving away a copy to one lucky listener on that. So,
and that book is amazing.
Yeah, if you haven't gotten this book yet, you're missing out. That's definitely for certain. Oh Lord, I gotta remove this here real quick. Corey's at it again. Take it.
Oh my God, Corey, be nice, man.
Think O'Shea's eating meatloaf for Thanksgiving.
I think he's eating crow from 2 weeks ago. I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
Or a week and a half around.
Here's your update. Some won, some lost. Yeah. Isn't that every day though? But we just got to
Not always. Double DQs. A lot of people lost that way.
Right. So we'll go over. We'll talk about the weekend shows, and apparently I have to kind of thread the needle here as I'm getting this whole thing I have here.
Hold on. Now you know when talent actually recognizes talent here. See?
I mean, he's also said very nice things about the Zmiz too, so don't be taking it as anything to fluff your spirit there, buddy.
Hey, you know what? Well, I can say you and I are talent.
Ooh. See, I do miss you. I miss sitting in the booth with you, my friend.
Yeah. Well,
you notice it's still bare over there on that table behind him. You notice that? With no titles whatsoever.
Yeah, don't remind me. I'm still upset about that one.
hey,
But you didn't lose, so that's a plus.
Yeah, I didn't lose. I didn't lose this past weekend either. I was part of a double countout, so that's all right. Mountain Grove. Let me just say it was quite an experience, and probably one that won't be replicated. So,
how many drunken monkeys were there?
not
A
many.
lot.
And
Some in front of the bar, some behind.
yeah, some monkeys and also some rats. So
Got any cheese?
so there you go.
Playboy almost got tased.
Yes.
Like, for real?
Yeah, like for real.
Seriously.
Yeah, he did. He almost got tased for sure. So, so I don't know if you want to know more about it. You can watch A Dark Side of the Ring season 4. Because I'm sure probably Chipster will come up with some information on that. So, like,
Can
he
you
promised
imagine
last
us doing the silhouetted like video stuff just of all of this?
week. Everybody's got phones these days, so who knows? You know, you can put a phone video into production. So, oh man, so we got Peggy's in here. Hey, what's going on, Wyatt? Wyatt's been here in here, and oh yeah, we already seen that.
And,
So
we already got a good
PT is
house.
opinion, I mean, so
yeah, we already got a decent house, man. Let's kind of go over some shows here because I have to do my pick and choose here again because now apparently I don't know because everything's in order how I want to display it here on my folder for all my pictures, and now it's like it's breaking off into different sections again. Like I had Legends break, for
Yes.
the for the Zmiz attack. We don't have any Legends break this week,
Oh,
but
dang
we
it.
got crap breaks pretty much. It's all WWE stuff mixed in.
I know I took quite a few this past weekend. Crap breaks.
Oh man, no, yeah, I heard all about it. So HTK's in the house as well. Wishing us happy Thanksgiving. You as well, sir.
Back to you.
Yeah. So okay, can we touch on this real quick on the O'Shea thing about the meatloaf? He does not like peppers or onions, and it's gross apparently.
Yeah, he just doesn't like it. I'm
But
like, dude, I can make
don't-
a killer meatloaf. And I tried to get in, and he's like, no, I hate it. I'm like, bro, like, trust me.
if you don't put any peppers or onions, and you don't put anything on top of it, and I guess the only thing really is depends if you use crackers or if you use oats in a
Stuffing.
meatloaf. Stuffing too. But it's like a glorified thick ass burger that you just kick off. It's like in sandwich form. You put it between two pieces of bread and you eat it.
Meatloaf is beautiful.
Oh well. There we go.
See,
We're kicking off season 4
anything
Mountain
more
Grove.
over than him, and Meatloaf is over. So
Ooh. Hey, new. We need the new sound.
Oh.
Got him! Got him!
There you go.
well, actually, if we're going to do something, how about
Oh yeah.
Shots fired.
Shots fired!
There you go.
hold on, do it again.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
And now you guys are just playing. Let's get back to the show here. Go on.
I know.
You don't remember how it used to be when I was here, so
Oh, I mean, it was very much the same way. I get it.
Yeah. So let's go over some upcoming shows here, and we'll touch on the base here. We're gonna kind of move around. So this coming Saturday on Thanksgiving weekend, and of course this is the Saturday after. This is IWA Productions down in Mount Vernon, Illinois. They are going to have a 5-on-5 Survivor Series match featuring Devastation Incorporated versus the DR Party, triple threat match for the IWA Productions Championship, tag team turmoil for the tag team titles, and there's 2 women's matches with Raylan versus
Eden Von England.
yeah, and then of course Blair Onyx versus Cassandra Golden. Now that's going to be a good one there too. So, let's see, tickets are what? Floor seats are $10, bleachers are $5, doors open at 6, bell times at 7. And I'm going to remove this because I don't want to spoil anything because my stupid program don't want to do anything right. So, but I think I got everything else right here.
I know you missed a show there too.
I'm coming back. See,
Yeah, they're not set up in the right line.
Hey, hold on, I got one thing to ask. Does Miz like when Cassandra showers him with love?
I mean, I'll take it.
Cassandra Golden, the shower.
Whatever.
I forgot the type of freak we have on the show now. So.
Oh my lord, I don't know. Here we go.
You're terrible.
Yes. This is a week from Friday, December 3rd, at the Izzy
Mhm.
Blackwell Memorial Show presented by PWE. Front rows 15, general admissions 12, doors open 6:30, bells at 7. All proceeds will go to help with Izzy Blackwell's final cost. And then, of course, Saturday, December 4th, IEW is back. In the Knights, this time at the Knights of Columbus in Granite City at 4225 Old Alton Road. So at a different venue now. Gates open at 5, bells at 6. So if you're not buying your tickets online, just expect $12 for adults at the door, $10 for kids, or $5 for kids. I'm sure there's so many ticket divisions here. I just don't care at this point. Ringside tickets, I guess ringside seats are $15. So go ahead and visit Illinois Elite Wrestling on Instagram and Facebook for more information. Looks like Chaos will be getting a shot at the
No. He's not getting a shot. He's going to get his butt whipped by a Playboy.
No.
He's going to get his butt whipped by Playboy.
Playboy has a bullseye on his back that I helped paint right now. So,
I mean, I don't care. I'm still going to back my boy.
but going back to the PWE show for Izzy, there's a lot of people. I'm not going to spoil a lot, but there's a lot of people coming out of retirement for this show. You can see on the poster, one of them, Dirty Dick Brody. I know he's facing Douglas O'Shea. And you see
Right.
Beast in there. I heard somebody's going to be escaping from a mental institution to get there. So, I mean, a lot of people coming out of retirement for this.
Yeah. So Pondo plans to be in there. I think he's taking on Mephisto there.
This is going to be bloody as heck.
Yeah, I know. Well, any match with Pondo is going to be nasty. So, but here we go. This is Sunday, December 5th, for WPWE. WPW. With the Big Bang.
PWE? What are you making up? We have way too many letters out there as it is, Ruby. So
Okay. Or PWE 2.0. Sorry, not sorry. But the Big Bang here, as you see, card subject to change, but at the Console VFW, and you'll be pleased to know that the ticket prices have raised under new ownership. So go ahead and check them out. Support your local show, and
for those that haven't been paying attention, all the titles are being vacated.
Yeah.
Wow. They're going all out.
Yeah.
And I think you got Damian Blade versus somebody for the WPW Heavyweight Championship.
A mystery opponent. So
Damian just won the title. Now he's losing the title again?
No. He didn't win
he's
this
the
one.
MMWA champion.
Oh, see, I get so confused sometimes. Sorry.
Yeah.
There's a lot of letters out there.
There's a lot of letters out there.
Right. So here's and now I'm just going to do a brief editorial here. So the following opinions that are expressed by me do not reflect necessarily what the Falls County Board banner or anybody on the show. But here's what I want to say. Because
we needed that some time ago, Ruby.
I know. But I mean, I have to shoot straight with this because I was there at the last show and I know what transpired between new ownership. But whoever is supposedly taking over sent out invitations to those to work and apparently not followed up with calls and apparently are not asked to return. And I'll tell you what, this is really not truly what WPW really is. And I think if anybody, and if we want to talk about, if anybody wants to preach on how we need to work together in the area for promotions, and if you're going to take on another promotion, you have to embrace what's in your locker room and not shown some people out of it. Because I could think there's a good handful of people here that are not coming back, and probably more off my hand. So you see what it is. It's kind of the same style of the posters I made from another promotion. So all I'm going to say is this. I do wish WPW well, but it's definitely not going to be the same. Whether it's going to be better or for worse, it's going to be determined. But I made a little side bet on how long the banner of WPW will last, because I don't see this. No, let's just say that we'll see how things go next year and see if WPW is floating around. So that's just my take on it. Let's see. What else we got? Oh, yes.
Yes.
Okay. Let's float back to this. So a week from tomorrow, that's Wednesday night, December 1st, the Holiday Inn in Sunset Hills, right off of Lindbergh and Watson Road, just right off of 270 and 44. There are tickets that are still available. You want to go to stlshof.com, or you can purchase tickets directly at sicw.org. General admission is $25. Kids 12 and under are $10. All those festivities start at 5 p.m. with autographs from the legends and matches. Inductions of the inductions and matches do start at 7 o'clock. Of course, inducting Sam Munchnick, Larry Matisick, and Mickey Garagiola, legends of wrestling at the Chase, into the St. Louis Sports Hall of Fame. And I will be on the card as one of those matches against the Big Texan that night. And of course, you're going to have Miranda Gordy versus Malaya Hosaka in ladies action. And here is your big main event. This is Trevor Murdoch defending the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship against SICW Classic Champion with Travis Cook in his corner, Attila Khan. And that's going to, there's still quite a bit of buzz about it, because Trevor's going to have kind of like the hardest week, one of the hardest weeks in his career upcoming. Mm-hmm. Which I'm surprised this is actually his first title defense since he's won the title.
They said that to me like last week or the week before, and that blows my mind.
It blows my mind, because didn't they have pay-per-views before? Don't they have NWA Power? I guess they don't have a 30-day clause. I don't understand, but I guess it's not meant for me to understand. But hey, there you go. Now here we go. December 11th, SICW returns to the East Crime Delay Community Center. Santa Claus will be in the house. Camera night. Bring your camera for a picture with your favorite SICW stars. And doors open at 6, bell times at 7. Then if you purchase a ticket on Saturday, that gives you a door into the free TV taping on Sunday, December 12th. Doors open at noon and bells at 1. Also, this is where we definitely are going to be giving away 2 copies of the Wrestling That the Chase book at the show. So with the paid admission, you will have an entry and a chance to win that the Wrestling That the Chase book. So we're giving away 2 copies that night. And so a little bit of a gift here for you. But that's what we got for the upcoming shows here. I think I'm missing the comments here. American Con both students. Yeah, so American Con are both students of Harley Race. What? Oh, what are you doing? He's putting up freaking Polaroids and shit now. So,
that wasn't a Polaroid. That was just bodily harm back in the day. Look in the front. There's the Zmiz.
Yeah, that's that is Murdoch. So I don't think it's going to be on NWA Power. I think I don't know if the match is actually going to be on extra replay television anywhere. It's kind of more of a house show. If anything else, it may show up on Fight TV. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but it's not going to be aired anywhere.
Is it not going to be able to be on SICW TV either? Or?
That's to be determined, and that is going to be up to whatever is worked out between NWA and SICW, basically with William Corgan and Herb Simmons on that.
Yeah, I wish that match was getting aired straight up. Not gonna lie, because I'm not gonna make it. I was trying, but I can't.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Corey, we'll get to that. Corey.
Yeah, we will. Now, yes, I did mention PW Saturday. PW is also in action in Alton on Saturday. Okay, so Alton and Granite City shows on the 4th. So, okay, yeah. That's what I'm saying. If someone provides me a poster and lets me know, and then we can work out something. But I guess some management that be sometimes doesn't communicate well. Surprise, surprise. That's why half of WPW is being gone. But who can, I know. Oh my gosh, my
Rambling again.
yeah. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry, not sorry.
Right.
Sorry, not sorry. Oh my lord. Here we go. Okay. So we gotta find where I'm at here. Okay, yeah. So what's next on our list? Oh yeah. So Survivor Series review. Let's see if I can get back to my photos here that I want to go through. So there's Raw's. And we'll get to
Herb
Raw
saying
here
we're keeping
eventually.
business alive. Really? Herb, you're keeping the business alive. You and every wrestler in SICW. I really stuttered on my tongue there. Trip.
Yeah. But can we just start out with this, with the Survivor Series? And I'll eventually get to this here. So really, the whole thing with McMahon showing up in all these vignettes.
I love this.
Yeah, here's your choice. Don't release 70 plus wrestlers or buy a solid gold egg. And there you go. There's Vince there making his choice. Yeah.
Now, the only redeeming factor of that whole gag was Roman when he went in and sat down with Vince. And Vince is like, this is $100 million egg. And Roman goes, yeah, my next contract, and walked out. That was the only redeeming factor of that whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And then it's just. But, yeah, so this is basically what it was. Hold on. Man, I don't know how Vince was conveying on the whole vignettes that he had in Survivor Series, but all we had to keep hearing about is this freaking egg. But yeah, that's kind of the gist of our thing here. So let's kind of bring into Survivor Series. With the first match was Charlotte versus Becky. There you go. CHWO.
That match was outstanding. I will say it first. And at least I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good match. It was, and there's a lot of talk about the match, but it wasn't actually the action in the match. It was what somebody was wearing, and there's a lot of people going gaga what Becky wore.
Oh,
So,
we talked about
or
Becky,
didn't wear.
Beautiful booty.
Yeah.
Hey, she was rocking that Scarlet Witch outfit, dude. She was rocking that, like, props off.
Yeah. Oh no, that's not it. Okay. Well, let's go back. This was the kickoff here with Damian Priest and Shinsuke.
Ended like it should have.
Intercontinental champ. And Damian Priest got himself disqualified. Let me just tell you, I am not a big fan of Rick Boogs at all. The guy annoys me to smithereens. I mean, I'd rather gag on a can of sardines than listen to this guy talk. I like sardines. At least they book him out to his gimmick. It's either you're going to like it or you're going to find him extremely annoying. So guess what? I don't like him. I just don't.
Rick Boogs.
Oh yes, please somebody give him a gimmick where he's not snorting crack.
He's awesome, dude. I love it. I don't understand the combination of him and Shinsuke Nakamura. The thing that I've always been impressed by him is, for one, the guy's actually a pretty decent talent in the ring, but that man learned Shinsuke's entrance music in less than a day on the guitar.
Yeah, and I'm sure. Yeah, and he plays other things too. But as you can see, there's a broken guitar neck there, and if you can see the feet that are over on the right hand side, that's right getting tossed over, and then Shinsuke took that guitar. So Shinsuke wins by DQ here. Now, of course, for Charlotte and Becky, well, here we go. It's we got Becky here as your winner.
Once again, the right decision.
Oh God, will you stop that? Knock that shit off with you. Oh, yeah. So Becky just outsmarted Charlotte and had a good position where the ref didn't see her grab the ropes and hold on for the 3. So at this point, it's literally Raw and SmackDown 1-1. Then, of course, you had the men's 5-on-5 contest. And that actually came down to Jeff Hardy of SmackDown and Seth Rollins.
Oh God, Jeff Hardy.
Yeah. Well, thank God, because I'm sure you were probably watching that match. You're like, oh my God.
I really thought they were going to let Jeff Hardy have like the solo win again, and I'm just no.
Yeah.
Thank God
let's
Seth won it.
Yeah. Let's just say that. Let's just say that Seth Rollins did
The drip god himself.
The what?
That's what they call him, the drip god. Do you not watch wrestling, or are you just worried about your own?
I haven't been watching WWE lately at all. I've been dealing with business adventures down to Texas. So,
well, it's either you got to have a drip god or drip, and drip went away. So now you have a drip god.
Basically, all the suits that he wears every day, week to week, and they started calling him Corey, I think, was the one that started calling him the drip god. It was him or Pat McAfee. I can't remember which one started doing it, and it kind of fits for him. I like it. I mean, Seth is a hell of a talent. But hey, let's not take away from one thing in that match. And something that is overlooked in the wrestling industry, in my opinion, is the drop kick. And Austin Theory's drop kick was a thing of beauty.
Yeah, he does have a really good drop kick. Austin Theory does. Didn't I hear he's got like a 50-inch vertical or something?
Yeah, he has a 50-inch vertical. Supposedly,
that is insane. That is insane to get up on that.
Austin Theory is personally one of my favorite up-and-coming stars, and like I love my son and I just absolutely love that guy. He has so much talent in that ring. Dumb gimmick, all the talent.
Right. Yeah. And but the guys did shine on here. I mean, it was going back and forth for quite a while, and so Seth Rollins, the sole survivor, but I love how that they consider that the entire team were survivors, that only one person is remaining. So how that is. They announced that for both of the men's and women's matches. Like, how is that? So whatever.
Really?
Yeah, you mean things make sense in WWE? Yeah, I don't think so. But let's see, what are we going to cover next here? I don't
know. You got the slides, so we can't see.
There we go.
So
it's RK Bro versus the Usos. Now, this was a pretty entertaining. This was an entertaining match, I will say. But Randy hitting the RKO after I couldn't tell if it was Jimmy or Jay that was coming off with the frog splash, and Randy just caught him right as he was coming down, hit him with the RKO. And
it was. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was going to say, because it was pretty sweet how it was timed perfectly too. I mean, you would think he would, since he's a master of that move anyway. So it looked really good.
The RKO and
well,
made it something else than it.
Yeah.
But I like how he basically used Riddle as a bait and then snapped. Like, I really like the dynamics between RK Bro. I don't know if it's just that I like the dumb comedy thing with that serious wrestler, and Randy makes it work so well, and Riddle makes it work so well. It's fun. It's kind of new. It's fresh. I've always liked odd pair tag teams too. So, like, if you're going to throw tag teams together, make it that odd, weird, why are they together kind of thing.
Like Team Hell No.
I did like Team Hell No. My favorite odd tag. Well, I have two.
And Playboy.
Respect those two gentlemen. Just because you're the head of IAW, respect those gentlemen. Stop it.
Hey,
disrespectful toe.
GQ.
My friend, don't be a jerk.
Let's be nice around here.
But like, one of my favorite personal is Matt Hardy and MVP. That's probably one of my favorite like mishmash tag teams. That or Chris Benoit and Chris Jericho. No, was it Chris? Yeah, it was Chris. No, sorry.
Benoit and Jericho?
It was Benoit and Kurt Angle when they won. What? Now I can't remember what's Chris. Yeah, I'm lost. It was Benoit and Angle, I think. Back on SmackDown.
I kind of have to review.
I don't
that.
remember
Like-
either.
Yeah,
It was like 2000. I don't know. Hold on.
Right,
Continue.
2001. Yeah, but
There's probably an app for that, just so you know, Z.
because I thought it was
That is-
Benoit and Jericho that won it off of Triple H and Stone Cold because
Now,
Triple H blew his quad on that match.
I think you're right. I think it was Chris Jericho
Triple
and
H
Chris
blows the
Benoit.
quad in every match, though.
Or he pulls. Did you know
At
there's some news that came out of the pipelines about Mr. Triple H and Stephanie McMahon's daughter, right?
Oh yeah, about how their daughter is now starting to train. She's like what, 15 now? I think.
I can't wait for that release to happen. That's gonna be a funny one.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? You know, Triple H blows a quad during a match, but Vince runs to the ring and blows both quads.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
So there you go. Okay, bro. So at this point, we're looking at Raw dominating 3-1 at this point. Then, of course, let's take a look at the result of our next match. This is a 25-man the Rock anniversary over the top battle royal, and almost wins.
By the way, I was right. It was Chris Benoit and Kurt Angle.
It
2002 to 2003. Yep.
Oh, okay. I thought Jericho and Benoit also won them too, like a year before. But I don't know. I don't
He
have
actually
my.
never tagged with Chris Jericho.
So
Continue.
oh yeah, okay. I thought they did. My bad.
According to what I'm reading.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of late. I don't know anything. Except what's on the picture here. But for me, it's kind of I'm kind of surprised with this. And then again, I'm not, because they want to make this guy look strong. But God bless it, he's trying to learn, and they're trying to push him more. I mean, just think, he was the doorman at Raw Underground, and now he's gone to this type of stardom.
Is it wrong to view him as like how the Giant was viewed back in WCW when he first came in?
I don't know.
Because
I don't know.
that's how I kind of see his build. It's very, except for him not winning the title the first day but he kind of has that Giant. You can see that he's still quote unquote green, and all that stuff, But there's something about Omos that I actually, and I like him and AJ together. So I'm cool with him winning the Battle Royale.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering how long this tag or this association is going to last. I mean, once they break off on their own, I don't know if Omos is really going to make it as a good singles wrestler, because.
See, that's the fear that I have too. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be a good singles wrestler at all. At least we give it about enough.
The ratio of big guys that actually do well on their own is minuscule. I mean, let's look at everybody from Giant Gonzalez or Elegante, and then you got
you can't put Giant Gonzalez in that list.
Let me finish.
Continue.
Great Khali, Big Show, Andre. It's not a good ratio on a lot of those guys when you get in there. You got Big Cass. That didn't work out well.
Big Cass is doing just fine. He just got caught up in some fucking bullshit with Enzo and stuff, and his political. He's doing fine in Impact and stuff. Trust.
Yeah,
but I mean, Giant Gonzalez, that turd floating around, fucking what? No, dear Lord, Great Khali had more talent than that man. Like, Great Khali didn't have much talent.
That's the thing that I'm getting at, though. I mean, the ratio of the big guys that did well on their own after a certain amount of time it's not that big at all.
I mean, I guess you're right, but
Well, you don't want to put Andre in that category because Andre.
No. I was listing all the different big guys,
Uh-huh.
and out of that
Right.
list, you had two that did decent:
Yeah.
Andre and Big Show.
Drake Khali did wonderful for his career.
Yeah.
Why don't you
And
look
I'm not-
at what he did? Why don't you look at what he did in All Pro Wrestling? Anyway,
Oh no. No, I don't think we want
I
to go
will.
that route. So almost wins. So now what? Raw's up 4-1 now. As
think
far
so,
as
yeah.
victories.
The one thing that makes me sad about this is like when you're talking about big guys, Commander Aziz, that guy has a great look, has decent talent in the ring and stuff. I've watched him do other things. I fear for his separation from Apollo Crews one day.
Oh. Yeah. I get it. Yeah, but I don't see it happening anytime soon though. But of
No.
the thing is, you never know around this because we thought that the Hurt Business when they first initially launched that they were going to stay strong, and then they went and broke them up for whatever dumb reason, and then now they're trying to get them back together. You don't even feel like they're together, and we'll get into that here a little bit later too after we get over past our Survivor Series. But our next match. Now this here is impressive. The ladies 5-on-5, Bianca Belair. I have to check, but I've never known anybody to be down facing 4 opponents, and they were the last person that they had to go through. Somebody being down 4-1 and coming back and winning, because that's what happened here. She was left with Sasha, Shayna, and good Lord, I forgot the other one. I know Shotzi.
It was Natalia and then
Natalia.
the tank chick.
Yeah, the tank chick. yeah, Shayna and Shotzi. And she came back and overcame all of it. And so Bianca Belair was your sole survivor. And I'm kind of surprised how Rhea got your girl got knocked out so quick though.
That's all right. They did her wrong, period, and we'll get to Monday too, hopefully. But
we will. She's
such a talented woman for her size, her stature. Like she should be a pinnacle of the women's division with Bianca Belair. Like that's just my opinion. Same as Shayna Baszler. I don't understand why all 3 of those women. I mean, Bianca's getting the limelight and she's being built. Rhea's seen her time too, but wasn't Rhea? Rhea was a sole survivor once too, if not mistaken.
I think so too.
But
yeah,
those 3 should be the next pinnacle of the women's division for WWE. Because we don't know. I mean, one thing about Charlotte and Becky, I want to point out. Go back to them real quick. Is we always make fun that like the K word is dead.
Yeah, right.
They made that one feel really real with those 2 and like going on podcasts and blasting each other. They took it to Twitter. So they made that really real. And who's to say, Charlotte stays in WWE much longer if that's something that does happen, because there's that feeling for fans that Charlotte could be out the door with everything that was said and how it's going down, and how much has been fed to the dirt sheets when it comes to what Becky, Charlotte, their feud, right?
Yeah.
So if that's being said, who are the next women to take that spot? Because it's, Sasha, Becky, Charlotte, and Bayley have been that 4 pillars to the women division of this new women's thing. And to me, it's Bianca Belair, Rhea, and Shayna Baszler. But once again, they're not using Shayna Baszler to her full potential either, which is sad.
Yeah, I know. They kind of. I wish they would kind of give her a little bit more opportunity because literally that woman could kick pretty much everybody, any women back in the locker room's ass. So.
Oh yeah,
at least
super talented
anyway.
female. And another thing that disgusts me, and it might have just been the Barclays Center was all up in, But like they're doing the wave and stuff and doing those ridiculous chants, like taking away from these women that are literally busting their asses. And them women put on a damn good show.
Yeah, they do. They do.
There's a point here in the chat.
You're talking about Charlotte.
Yeah.
So there, I don't know if you've been on the dirt sheets and looked, and there's big news that what's his name unfollowed her off of Twitter. So
Who Tony
Andrade?
Khan?
No, Andrade unfollowed Charlotte Flair this past week.
Okay. So is that kind of like serious? Like you're unfriending me on Facebook?
I don't know. Like, I don't know how it goes. It could be dirt sheet people looking into it too deep. It could be they're no longer together. I don't know. I don't have those answers. I just know that is one of the big talks on the wrestling interwebs.
Holy cow! Well,
Well,
trust
you are
me,
old if you're calling it the interwebs.
if those darn interwebs. Trust me, if there's trouble in paradise, I'm sure that there's a way that We Talk Wrestling will find a way to report it, and let's just hopefully that there's no trouble in paradise. But you don't want to sit here you don't want to go through a relationship if you feel that it's not going to be beneficial for anybody. So let's just hope everything is okay with them. So now here we go. So we get down to the WWE Championship match. Raw's up 5-1 at this point, so it's not like. And did I not tell you? Because I mean, this was okay. I mean, Big E and Roman had their spots. I mean, as far as expected as champions to battle each other out, trying to not, for battle, move for move, power for power in this one. But eventually, this is what you looked at. And didn't I not tell everybody here that somebody was thinking, oh, well, Big E, this is his chance they're going to give him? No.
Big E was never going to get that win.
When Raw was up 5-1, I'm like, they're not going to smear SmackDown totally. This was going to go down as Roman winning. And they apparently right now at 450 days as Universal Champion. So once again, another reign passing the almighty voice of the voiceless, Mr. CM Punk, who, so I guess, they're trying to make points made here.
Yeah, they're trying to bury that in a sense.
Yeah. Well, I didn't hear no CM Punk chants, so, but of course they were in Brooklyn, so, why would you?
Right. I'm actually just now they're watching the video clip right now. I have not watched this match. I've read about it. I had family things going on that I did not get to watch the pay-per-view this past weekend.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to watch it, but I heard it was a good match. I heard it was a stellar match between both men, actually. So I like to hear that. I like to hear that WWE, and from what Becky and Charlotte did, it really felt like they kind of let the leash off of them and let them go with those two. So hopefully they do the same with these two gentlemen, because both men, I don't care what people think about Roman Reigns. I'm still not – I like heel Roman. I like this version of Roman, but Roman still doesn't do it for me. I'm a big Seth Rollins guy, so when it comes to the Shield, it was always Seth Rollins or Dean for me.
Yeah.
But I'm a huge Big E fan. I've been a Big E fan since he was in NXT and he was doing the 5 count. So I'm just happy that these guys are really getting to start to show their shine. And Roman's been getting to shine a lot more here lately, period, with his wrestling and his ability, and really showing that he's not just that baby face, or not that baby face, but that face of the company like John Cena was or anything like that. He is a legit dude in that ring.
But where do you go from here now?
I say he keeps winning.
But
I mean,
that's the thing. Where do you go from here?
Well,
I don't know. Let him just keep going. I say give him another damn year, in my personal opinion. I say let him just conquer the whole wrestling. And what would be really nice, we've seen Becky 2-belt. We've seen all those guys. It's time for him to take over the WWE title too, in my opinion. Do another Big E versus fuse those titles, or I don't care if you don't fuse the titles, but it's time that we see him truly take his place, in my opinion, even though I don't want to see him that. But a build up between him and Seth, where they both have the titles from Raw and SmackDown, and then like somehow they do a clashing of those two, because I have a feeling we're possibly going to get Rock. I don't know. We are getting another verse him and Brock for sure. Like that's really being set up already in the underwings. So
so I want to and I want to GQ's take on this, because they built this whole Survivor Series about the 25th anniversary of the appearance of The Rock when he first broke into WWE. But all we had the entire night were these vignettes of his
Of
greatest
eggs.
moments, or just clips. So, and we're getting some kind of a fan feedback on like, why didn't The Rock show if it was such an important, I mean, how do you feel on that, GQ? As far as The Rock didn't even show, even though they built this whole thing with the Battle Royal and this anniversary, is just like not even live via satellite or earlier clip.
Probably just wasn't able to make it happen because of all the other contracts with all the movie stuff. I mean, if he wasn't able to even do a live video, like a live feed from somewhere or via satellite or anything like that, just probably wasn't possible for one, or they may be setting up something more so with him down the line against.
Right. Because I've heard a lot of rumors in that too, that that they're probably building between Roman and Rock at WrestleMania down in Dallas this next year. So so I mean, as of right now,
in my hometown right now, that's cool to have Mania here.
Yeah, I know. Just watch out for them steers. So,
But the steers you gotta watch out for is the other. Anyway.
Oh no. Well, they're the ones with the horns you don't want to have your back to them. So that's all I'm saying. Okay.
Wow.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Where is
Shit's
it?
getting deep.
Where is it? Wow.
Oh no. No, man. I wasn't trying to get so mean about that. No.
I'm just saying, but I love that you have this now. That would have been cool to have back in the Blog Talk day. I mean, I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, well, we have to put that up every week then, if that was the case. And that was a chat. We didn't have any video, and we paid a lot more for crap. So
yeah.
And they did, and still 10 years later, they not even approved their service, but yet they're still up and running. So they're crap. All right. So I would say probably Roman, though. But Roman, I think they're going to build to get Brock back on to feud with him again. And then eventually, after they break that feud off after the Rumble, then they might tease more toward The Rock coming back. So at least that's my prediction. Take it as as you see. And,
the one thing about Roman Reigns that always just frustrated me is like the dude's been in the business like 10 years roughly, I think. Correct?
Yeah. Roman? Oh, yeah. I mean, roughly. He probably a little bit more, depending on what time he had in FCW and before they went into NXT.
Yeah, I can't remember how much he was there, but I'm talking like the main roster. It's been 10 years, right? Roughly.
Well, 9 for sure, because he debuted 9 years ago with the Shield.
So, okay, so the 9 years, this man has done everything.
Yeah.
There is literally nothing else this man can do in WWE. Like, there's nothing.
Yeah, I know. It's just like, but you want to have a strong. I mean, you want to have a strong character that kind of help carry you through, because some other characters.
It was 9 years, November 18th. It was November 18th, 2012.
Because he survived. He didn't the Shield. They're at Survivor Series too, right? They made their debut at Survivor Series, correct?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought, because they made that reference, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
That was the one thing about like the egg being stolen. I thought was going to be like the catalyst to the feud. Like I really thought that was going to be the catalyst. I was like, oh no, this is how you're going to have a family feud. Just bring Steve Harvey in now because this is going to be terrible.
Yeah, no kidding. Crap. So I would say out of a 5-star, I'd have to give it at least. I would have to probably give it a solid 4.
Like the pay-per-view?
The entire pay-per-view, yeah. I'd have to give it a 4.
And see, I'm being douchey, I guess. I'm going like 2.5, 3.
2.5, 3. And of course, well, I see a lot, and I don't know, GQ. Did you see the entire thing, GQ, at all? 2? Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. You haven't. Okay.
If this last match is a barn burner, it could be a 4 for me. But like, as of right now, it's just a solid like Raw taping.
Yeah. Maybe between a 3.5 and a 4, but I definitely would not go past the 4 plateau on that. So you have the Survivor Series, and then you get the next night at Monday Night Raw, and this is the first thing I see. I mean, what the hell? Or what, he wants to be like Randy, so he's pasting facial hair on himself and trying to dress in his gear. So
the reason I love this, listen to me as just a pure fan, not really being engulfed in the world and not understanding it all the way. Here's the reason I love this so much. Is everybody thinks Randy's going to be the one to turn on Matt. I really have this feeling. If you look at this, if you look at past storylines potentially being used in this, there was a great female storyline of a stalker where Trish Stratus had Mickie James as her love interest.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying that's how they're going to go with this, but I have a real feeling that Riddle's going to be the one to turn on Randy. And it makes for a whole different aspect because everybody's just waiting and biting the bit. When is Randy going to take out Riddle? But what if, because Riddle keeps doing all this stuff to be like Orton, what if he really starts being like Orton and then tries to take Orton's place in like this whole like crazy fanboy, yes, like, dude, they could have something here with the Randy versus Riddle feud. I don't want to see them kiss. I mean, if that's what they want to do.
That's what it sounded like you were wanting there, Z. I mean, come on.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you take that aspect of what they and then 2 females did with that and then put it to the men like this, they really have something here where Riddle is like that, he's wrestling with his boyhood hero kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, those two get close together.
Man, see, you guys are making my thing a joke, and it's a great sidearm booking. Leave me alone.
Oh shoot! But he.
No,
Right.
GQ, stop it.
Oh my lord! But he faced, I believe, what was it, Dolph? And
Yeah.
It was Matt Riddle and Dolph Ziggler, and Randy went over on that. So
Yeah, because Randy did the bro Derek, bro.
yeah. And then here we go. We have this is Tamina versus Bianca Belair, and Natalya was, since they have both brands at this point, because they had to track down to see who actually stole the $100 million egg. Because that was such the big, huge storyline of Survivor Series, which I guess honestly that should have dropped it down to a 3 by itself, because that crap was just stupid.
Told you.
But it's just I blocked it out because I was trying to worry about the whole matches and everything. So, but this is Bianca giving the KOD to Tamina and gets the 1, 2, 3.
I was really confused when Natalya walked out to me. I'm like, didn't they separate these two in the draft?
Yeah, they did.
I was so confused.
They did do that. And so it was like, but then after the match, someone made their appearance and leave her lay, and that was Dewdrop here. So, which I guess Bianca and Dewdrop are going to be.
That's gonna be a killer feud, in my opinion.
I think so too. I mean, I just, with Viper or Piper Niven, whatever you call it, but I still can't get over the name of Dewdrop. It's just.
I mean, I hate it too. It's gonna be Piper, Nivel, or Viper, whatever which way you want to go. But
Yeah.
It's Piper for me. I don't know why they continue to keep that dumb name, but I don't pay the bills, so whatever. She's on air, and I think it's amazing to have a female in her stature and abilities, because the WWE universe has not seen the great skills that this woman has yet.
No. Now she tried showcasing them at the Mae Young Classic, but
But here's the thing, because Vince has already laid it down that he doesn't want to do any of that indie crap anymore, basically. But when you think about it, what were the popular wrestlers that they had? Ones that still kept their indie or other names. The only difference with that was Daniel Bryan. I mean, Vince still wants to make things marketable for him and only for him.
Well, I understand that, but we have this argument on We Talk Wrestling all the time, and Miro posted a thing about how that CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, etc. We were already names. Else, we're not WWE guys. We made ourselves, and I believe that. There's some of these guys that went into WWE, and people are like, oh, WWE's mainstream, so WWE makes these guys. They're WWE guys. No. CM Punk to me is a fucking ROH guy. Kiss my ass. Daniel Bryan is an ROH guy. Kiss my ass. Don't care. Like, those guys were built, bred, and out of that area and that company.
CM Punk, yes. Daniel Bryan, no. Bryan Danielson, yes.
Well, okay, fuck you on that. Like, kiss my ass on the politically correct way. Like, kiss my.
We know the wrestlers that go there, even if they're called something different. It's still them, but it's the way to where if they got more popularity with their new name, that they don't get it and they have to work back onto it again.
I mean, I agree with how Rusev got popular in WWE and they didn't pull the trigger on it. But Miro is such a better character than Rusev ever was. So obviously he was a star going out of WWE before he went into WWE, because if he can make himself, he's reinventing himself in AEW as we speak and doing a killer job of it. Fuck WWE. Those guys make themselves. Even the women make themselves. You guys make yourselves. Just because you went to WWE and got a little more famous and more eyes were on you, it helps that there's more eyes on that product, period. It doesn't mean you're not a star or you're not going to be a star somewhere else. Look at Kenny Omega. Look at the Young Bucks, and I fucking hate the Young Bucks.
Yeah.
Like, they're garbage wrestlers, in my opinion, because of the flips, but they made themselves stars. They did that. Nobody else did that for them. They made people tune into New Japan. They made New Japan what it is today.
Bullet Club made New Japan what it is today.
Yeah,
Once again, the Young Bucks were part of that. Like,
they weren't the only ones they weren't first in that.
I know Finn and them were the first ones, and Carl Anderson. Trust me, I know. But I'm just saying, those guys carried on that legacy and carried it and made it better. So to me, the company doesn't make the wrestler, and I'm tired of that the indie guys getting shit on when they go to these bigger companies because now they're a WWE. No, they're not. They're not just a WWE guy. There's so much more. That is the lamest, most copped out freaking mark bullshit that I've ever heard in my life.
No, and I agree. I agree with that. I mean, let's look at two people in WWE that did not make their names there, but are being treated like they have so much knowledge. Ace Steel, Adam Pearce.
Agreed, 100%.
And I've got hit by one of them, so I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Adam Pearce's whole thing, but I can't remember what his gimmick was in ROH stuff. But God, he was awesome there too.
Scrap Iron Adam Pearce.
Yeah. Like, just because your fucking 12-year-old kid just watches WWE because that's what their dad grew up on and stuff doesn't make these guys. I hate that whole thing. Like,
Let me put it like this. Ruby remembers when I was dealing with a establishment in the Midwest area that was bringing in just for signings for pay-per-views and stuff, pay-per-view viewing. And I would recommend so many different people, but he was going off of what his kid wanted instead. That's how you got some people that weren't that popular instead of bringing in like Bobby the Brain Heenan, which had not done a signing in St. Louis ever.
Yeah.
And that's what happens when you go off of that mentality to begin with. You miss out on a lot more opportunities or a lot of stuff.
What a dumb.
You got to remember though, in the Midwest area, when you say pro wrestling, you still have to say no, not that one group, because that's still the only one known in the St. Louis area. No matter how many groups still keep running around it. When you talk about professional wrestling outside of the area, everybody only thinks WWE. They're the ones that have TV exposure.
I understand that, and I totally get that. And but the world of wrestling is so much bigger than WWE, and that's what's frustrating to me is all these people are so like WWE is the it thing when New Japan's been around just as long, if not longer than WWE, and has had partnerships with WWE, WCW, and ECW. So there's 3 large companies that one company's worked with in the States. And you're telling me that these guys can't be made in other places. No, the wrestlers make themselves. Now, it does help if the promoter and the promotion wants to help them make themselves. Like, I'll agree with that 100%. But I'm just tired of everybody giving this excuse that just because somebody goes to another company, they're still just a WWE guy. No, screw that. Because WWE's been the only mainstream wrestling thing in the last fucking 30 years? No, kiss my ass on that.
Well, kind of like the last really big surprise that went from this area, or the St. Louis area, not the Texas area, but St. Louis area, that got into WWE that surprised everybody there. But he went to all the major other companies working on that until he got that signing with WWE, Matt Sydal.
Right.
Yeah.
And then left there, got released because they don't understand real talent, and went on to back to New Japan, did things, went down to Mexico, did things, and still was making a name for him and making him a mark in wrestling. So he's not a WWE guy. He's a wrestling guy. Like, just call it what it is. Like, I'm tired of it. Just saying.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, Seidel had it, and then of course, there were some other reasons too why he got released. Oh Lord, yeah.
That's my dude.
Smoking the spice and everything nice. So yeah, that's kind of.
I'm not gonna get into that one. I don't want to
Smoking the reefer.
Shoot. Let's continue on with Raw here.
Yes. The Drip got himself.
Drip got himself coming out, doing a promo about him being the sole survivor, and then he had a match scheduled with Finn Balor. They tagged and they got into fisticuffs even before the bell started. They went outside the ring, went back inside the ring, and then eventually Seth would have basically took advantage and curb stomped Finn. The match never really officially started, and then Seth was actually walking back, and let's just kind of, because we've heard
I was waiting for this one to talk about. So
yeah, so let's just kind of we're going to cut to a clip here, and then we'll be right back. And what happened as Seth was going back up the aisle off camera. Here's what happened. he could tell that the crowd was not really too pleased with the fan who jumped in here. So we got some news on that. So the attacker has been identified as Eliza Spencer.
The
who's a
dude
20
with Big E.
Yeah.
Damn it, Corey.
So Spencer's a 24-year-old fan who speared Seth Rollins on Raw last night, right off camera as he left Finn Balor late. He claimed, Spencer claimed that he had a beef with Seth Rollins for going after his quote-unquote cousin, Roman Reigns. We're starting to see a trend here, GQ. And then he claimed Reigns, the Usos, and Rikishi were all his cousins, and wrote the caption in this Instagram pic that he posted earlier today, thanking WWE for jumping the barricade. And he said he did it for the bloodline, my family.
He got booked by Goldberg and Vince McMahon themselves.
Yeah, and Roman Reigns was his friend apparently. So,
so did you see the other parts about this by chance?
I didn't. Well, I mean, the only thing here, this is what he posted today. But
So,
go ahead.
So, there's speculation that he was scammed by somebody that was portraying themselves as Seth Rollins, and this young man was giving that person money or something or whatnot, and so he had beef with Seth because Seth was trashing him for not giving him money on this app.
What?
What?
I literally
Ruby, go back to
posted
the other one. I gotta wait a minute. Yeah, let's do the one.
Oh, 3, 2, oh.
It's
Or
all
we
on
can
We
just
Talk
use
Wrestling. You
this
can go
one.
look it up.
Yeah.
This kid, I hate to say this, he's delusional.
No, he is.
And I feel bad for him. It's definitely still real to him in a sense of aspect. I know that's used as a joke now in a mannerism, but it's frustrating. I know you guys and myself included. This is why fans do not jump that rope. Like you don't. Like stay on your side.
Not one bit. You are not a part of the show. You are a fan in the crowd. There's a barricade, magical twine, whatever you have that tells you you're on that side, they're on this side.
Right.
You are not ever a part of the show to where you get involved and attack somebody no matter what you think or how much you think it's fucking real.
Right.
I mean, you're still part of the show.
If you do that, you are guaranteed to have your ass beat within an inch of your life and then some. You have every right to, to a fair trial when you get fucking arrested for it.
All right.
I've seen this happen on the independents. I've seen it happen locally. And I've seen it happen on WWE. And if there's a chance that he was being scammed by, we all know so many people you got the fake accounts on Instagram. You got this and that. Good Lord, how many times have I even talked about it on the show before a year or so ago, Ruby? On the scams that people are saying that they are Trish Stratus or, anybody really. And they're even, I forgot who it was they were personating. Oh, Alexa Bliss. They even say, no, I am the real Alexa Bliss and showing me a fake WWE wrestling card. Like a wrestling license for WWE. And I'm like, don't really know that I know that what wrestling licenses look like to you, and WWE doesn't have them, But that's what happens. If that's the case, I don't fault him quite as much. But again, if he thinks you don't jump somebody because they owe you money. You go the proper means.
Right.
Yeah. Well, but nevertheless, to say it's not going to matter. It's unfortunate at this point. Some people, whether you're delusional or not, a big corporation like WWE is not going to care. They did put out a statement earlier today about the incident, which it did leave Seth Rollins with a bruised lip, and said that they did plan to prosecute Spencer to the fullest extent of the law. So they did follow through with their intent, as the New York Police Department did arrest Spencer following his attack on Seth Rollins. Yeah, Spencer is being currently charged with attempted assault and attempted violation of arts and cultural affairs, including the disruption of a live sporting event. Seth did refuse medical attention as he was able to walk away under his own power. And WWE issued the following statement regarding the incident, quote, WWE takes the safety of its performers very seriously. The individual who attacked Seth Rollins has been turned over to the New York Police Department and will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. So you get lucky and then you don't get lucky when something like this happens. WWE, since it was on a live show, they were completely off camera. Something could have been caught, even though they didn't get caught on camera. So good. So we're applauding the production truck for not exposing that too much. But this is what happens when you want to be a big shot, whether you're delusional or not. And whether he serves jail time or a fine, that's going to be up to New York on that.
But we also know he already has a lifetime ban from WWE for it.
Yeah. I also want to, I know Seth ain't going to see this.
Elijah Spencer. Elijah, it's Elisah. And last name Spencer. Elijah Spencer. I don't know if there's. Yeah, he's tagged other people here and here. I just have no idea. He tagged Finn Balor. He tagged Seth Rollins, who he attacked. So and then somebody else in WWE and Daniel Vidal. I have no idea.
But let's take a moment too, and I know, like, in the heat of the moment, the wrestler may swing or anything. I actually commend Seth for just choking him, like holding him until the ref and the security guards got there. Like that was very professional, Seth, and as a fan already, I have a lot more respect for him for doing that instead of just. I mean, because any of us would have just swung on him probably. I mean, somebody gonna tackle me, I'm hitting him. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, but the whole thing with this is, it's a life lesson, and it's how you take away from something like this, because it could have been a lot worse. I mean, this guy would have been better off if he interfered with the ball in play at a baseball game, and he took, like, maybe leaned over after a ball went down fair down the line, and he leans over from the front row and picks up the baseball. He would have gotten lighter treatment than that. But
for sure.
This guy, I don't know. He had Seth for a while, but of course that was just a straight up tackle. And I'm sorry, I don't blame Seth. He says he just had to react to it because he felt like it. Trust me, Seth was pissed off.
Oh yeah.
Seth was pissed off at that. So.
But what I'm saying, in that moment, even him being so pissed off, all he did really was grab him by the neck and held him until that one ref came and helped him get it off. And then, like Corey said, the dude did teabag the shit out of Seth. But
oh, well, I mean, yeah, he did. But trust me, when we say that, it doesn't pay to play. But Seth is doing okay, and I'm sure he'll be fine. As they go throughout the entire week. We're looking at, what are we looking at here? We're looking at the Street Profits versus AJ Styles and Omos, and apparently D'Angelo he decided to use the fire extinguisher.
Yes, so that was what was in the bag, was the fire extinguisher.
Oh right, yeah.
Because there's the ongoing feud between Omos continuing to attack Ford.
Wow. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. I've never taken a fire extinguisher in the eyes, but I know it can put out just about any fires, and I definitely do not want that sprayed in my face. I mean, even we've had even Warren Downey Jr. and other people taking fire extinguishers into the face. Lots of hardcore people taking it too. And Yeah, he got it, and apparently AJ got it too, as it was trying to come off the ropes with a phenomenal forearm. I'm guessing.
Yes.
That's the only move I could see that he had from here. All right, so here's where we go from here, Corey.
Corey.
That's all I see here is Corey, because it's Carmella, because Corey Graves is engaged to Carmella.
Dude, I love. It makes me so happy listening to Corey fucking talk about her on the on the headset. It's just so funny, like his over mannerisms about it. It's hilarious, and I'm pretty happy that both Zelina and Carmella get the tag team titles. I hate to see them, Rhea and Nikki drop it in a way that like just makes no sense. But
yeah, I know. Well, I mean, honestly, like I said, these are not really true tag teams. I mean, they're just putting two women's wrestlers together to see what they can do to work out with their skill, right?
yeah,
So, I had no idea how Mella and Zelina gelled, but you had that with Rhea and Nikki Ash, trying to kind of learn to sponge off one another, and well, there you go. There's your victors, new women's tag team champions, and you see Corey Graves. They're like, "Hey, look at my woman."
I like Corey. I think he's fun.
Yeah, and then Zelina right there, of course. Which that's kind of surprising here with Zelina being released, and then Malachi Black somehow gets out with a 30-day non-compete clause and shows up in AEW, and then they hire Zelina back, and now they're giving Zelina this.
Well, no, he was hired. She was hired back before he got the boot.
But yeah, that's kind of odd.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of odd how some people, like some couples are on competing wrestling companies. It just kind of, how do you manage that? But I guess they're finding a way, and you gotta love the facial expression on Byron. He just he's just like looking up.
So as a fan of commentating and listening to the guys at the table put that extra spice on the chicken, if you would say, or the sprinkles on the ice cream kind of thing, Byron's really coming into his own, in my opinion, on the commentary table. And I'm not a 3-man booth fan, but the 3 gentlemen that do Raw, Byron, Corey, and then I can't remember the other gentleman's name.
I think Jimmy Smith. I think
that's right. I really enjoy those 3 together. Like, I really do. I agree with Corey, Pat McAfee over Corey Graves any day of the week, but I have to commend WWE on finally getting the right people in the right positions when it comes to the commentating tables.
Right. Yeah, they always try their best, but they were going through a few at one point.
They were burning them left and right.
Yeah, after Tom Phillips left. That was just crazy. Well, seems like they got a good team here so far, and we'll see how long that lasts, and we'll see what the next steps are, and as far as who's going to challenge Mella and Zelina for the women's tag titles. And
my dude, right there.
There you go. So let's get into this. Cedric Alexander, right? Yeah.
I love you, GQ.
If this camera was portable, I'd be going over and knocking on that person's house right
now. But here you go with Cedric Alexander giving Reggie a run for his money last night. Picks up the 24/7 title, right? And then we have a break. And then here we go. Out of nowhere. Can someone explain this to me? Dana Brooke coming over, hitting a move on Cedric Alexander, and then next thing you know, I turn away from the TV, and next thing I'm looking at is this. Dana Brooke is the 24/7 champion. We see the fat kid from Teen Wolf that's over in the left-hand corner.
Wait,
Actually, it looks like the
What?
guy that stole Pee Wee Herman's bike.
Oh
Why are
yeah,
you making fun of Otis?
I think that's the same guy too. That's the same actor that we're talking about. And then
I think
our
it is.
truth is,
I need to look it up and see now. So
yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. I mean, they look the same. But then you got the Viking Raiders. You got Cedric Alexander, our truth. Who else is in the fold? I know the Alpha Academy. I mean, really, this is really the most. This is about the biggest joke. This title here, the 24/7 title, is got to be a bigger joke than the WCW Hardcore Championship. I mean, it is flat out stupid. It is. Just kill it already. You made it like it was going to be like some type of prestigious title when you had Mick Foley bringing in, and then you had like a group of guys that were vying for a title. And now this has turned out to be a big joke where like our truth is like the 48-time 24/7 champion, and you've got Peter Rosenberg, who's a former champion of the 24/7 title, and
Byron Saxton, Corey Graves, that
Yeah.
NASCAR driver.
Yeah, the seamstress in the back rolled up freaking our truth, and who knows? I mean, it's just
Maria was pregnant.
yeah, Maria was pregnant. Maria, a pregnant woman, winning a
So
title.
that was one of the things that I liked about this, how all the dudes are standing over it, and Dana's just celebrating. But like when Maria got it, I'm pretty sure her own husband like slowly covered her.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. R-Truth made the 24/7 title, yes, because he won it the most. But as far as a competitive title, it's a joke. It really is. It's only
I had fun with it when Drake Maverick and R-Truth had the original feud over it, and it was fun while it lasted. I'm disappointed in myself because I was actually thinking about this today, Ruby, when I was driving today. I really wish I would have asked Mick Foley when I went to his comedy show recently up in Keokuk, Iowa.
Right.
And I asked him a question about who's his favorite guy to carry on the hardcore legacy and who he would like to get in the ring with. Of course, he said John Moxley. But I'm disappointed in myself for not asking him the question, what is his real thoughts on the 24/7 title?
Oh, right.
Because he got booed the fuck out of that building when he shows the damn thing. It's just, you can't replace what it was supposed to be, and it's the hardcore title light. Don't tell me it's not.
It is hardcore title light, just without the weapons, and
right.
It's a 3-ring circus mobile going around just anywhere. I mean, yeah, Kane wanted it in the freaking Knoxville University of Tennessee Stadium, but
as mayor,
as mayor in his suit, yeah. So they try to give credible retired guys that's had the title.
I think didn't Ted DiBiase win it too? No, somebody else, another legend won it.
I think Ted DiBiase bought the title, and then
that's what it was.
And then he had to, relinquish it. So, oh my God.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh wow.
All right, so we're in unanimous decision. 24 title goes away. Thank you, WWE.
Yeah, no kidding.
This was actually a very enjoyable match for a handicap match.
Yeah, between the Mysterios and Bobby Lashley. Lashley getting the advantage. And I think he pinned Mysterio, but I know that he also does with Damage over Dominic here. With the with the hurt lock, or in this case, some call it a certain type of Nelson, but it looks like it hurts either way. So
fucking Corey.
The glow is real. Oh my god.
No, but like
Shots fired.
all around, this was a phenomenal match for the storytelling of Bobby taking them out. They're wanting redemption. They worked through it. They didn't get it. And I thought it was really funny that Bobby had Dominic tapping before the ref actually said he tapped, because he's just shaking around and his just hands like.
Oh
I
yeah,
enjoyed
he's
that.
shaking like a rag doll.
I think that needs to be his new thing, is he makes people tap for him.
Right. And oh my goodness. And then here we go. Damian Priest and Sami Zayn.
Another very good match.
And of course, Damian Priest coming out on top of that as U.S. champion. So Damian Priest is kind of getting a little bit of a mean streak in him too. You're kind of going back to that heel streak, but not exactly there. You know what I'm saying? It's
He's playing that double-sided thing, that Festus without the dong.
oh right, yeah. But hey, throughout the course of the night, it eventually came to Sami Zayn ratting out that Austin Theory had stolen the egg. Then McMahon said, "Well, I'm going to give the title shot to Austin Theory because I don't like it. I don't like a rat, or I don't like somebody who tattles." And
He said something about snitches.
yeah, snitches.
Nobody likes a snitch.
Yeah, snitches get stitches.
Austin Theory's whole reasoning for having the egg was dumb and good at the same time.
Yeah, but eventually Austin Theory got the title shot, and Big E, of course, retains. And there was some interference between Seth and
Kevin.
Kevin Owens again, which I missed the end of Raw because I had something that had come up, but I'm kind of wondering why Kevin Owens just flat out walked out from the Survivor Series match. So,
yes, and we didn't get any reference to why.
Right. So because when somebody's on the way out, you just give them some spots to fill, and you don't give any reasons or logic why they're doing it. So
the one thing is, I'm not gonna lie. Last night, I wanted Austin Theory to win that title. I wanted Austin. I am such an Austin Theory fan. It would have been so much fun to see him win the title.
Yeah. Well, and like I said, I think it's too soon for him. You want to keep something going on with Big E. But so the whole thing is, Corey keeps asking about the egg. Well, the only thing I can say is this: it was more for the that new Netflix movie that's
It was
coming
bought
out.
and paid for by Red Notice.
Yeah, Red Notice and that was basically the whole plot. Was about the whole golden egg from Cleopatra, and so they bring that into the fold with the whole Survivor Series, and they made that a whole big deal. Like, I didn't really care. I'll be lucky if I even remember to watch the movie on Netflix, even though I got a subscription. So it's like,
Hey, Chris, he doesn't have a goatee anymore. Wink.
so.
But, so rumor has it is like the zombie movie they did where Damian Priest and the Miz fought around the zombie lumberjacks. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was bought and paid for by a Netflix thing. We are going to see more of this kind of stuff happening. We are going to see more movies coming to life in WWE because they're bought and paid for by Netflix to promote it.
And
At least do Masters Universe, if anything. I mean,
say what?
At least do some Masters Universe spots or something,
Right? I mean, I wouldn't mind a Flash Gordon joke to come up.
Yeah, Flash Gordon. Good Lord.
Or Flesh Gordon.
Don't. What is with you and shitty porn names?
Oh,
Terrible. Quit it. Fuck.
Where's the
Starting
techno
to-
music where you need it?
Starting to look like a filled condom over there. Glowing so bright.
Oh my god, that's so nasty. So that was pretty much the whole Survivor Series in Raw, but now we turn our attention here to don't have to be wrestling related, and I guess well, crap, I had it.
Where you going with it?
Yeah. So Facebook, YouTube. Let's remind everybody again while we've got people on here, if I can get to it. Not wanting to show
You ran out of pictures there on the thing. It looks like.
Yeah, I'm about ready to shoot this whole display. I really am.
This is what you get for buying some of the old computers from Blog Talk Radio. I'm just saying.
Yeah, this never went to Blog Talk Radio, so I'm just saying. Shut it.
Hush, little baby, don't say a word.
Yeah. I mean, we can always show GQ's uncle again,
Uncle Fester?
or pretty close to it. Yeah. Here we go. We can show. So sorry. There we go. That's all right. I should have got a picture of that to have Ricky Morton sign it. Sign Ricky Morton.
I could have gave you the shirt to get it signed by it though too, but no.
Yeah. But hey, we want 100 subscribers on YouTube or 500 Facebook likes on Facebook. Here's the thing I don't get. People follow the page but won't like the page. I got more follows than likes. That's the whole. I don't understand that.
On what? On Facebook?
Yeah, on Facebook for the False Count Everywhere page. I got more follows than likes. So somebody explain that to me. I don't get it. But if we reach this level by December 9th, that is the deadline. So you got, 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks. Spread the word. Tell your friends and family about the show. Get them to like. Or if you got a YouTube channel or YouTube account, Google account or whatever, go to False Count Everywhere on YouTube and subscribe to the channel. Because that's where all of our shows are going. If you want to watch the replays and everything else. And we need to get that built up. But if we get it by December 9th, we'll give away a copy come December 16th. If we don't, I hate to say it, but your chances are going to be if you make the SICW card on December 11th in East Carondelet. So, but hey, what about, as I take this down, what is your favorite Thanksgiving tradition? And that it could be something else from the past, something you're doing now, anything of that nature. I'm gonna throw it to GQ on the Thanksgiving traditions. What are you usually doing around Turkey Day, GQ?
I'm not even answering this because I know it's going to be twisted so much right now. I mean, I was always one like to watch like the parade. I didn't get into football or anything. And then, of course, you got the meal.
Yeah, so you got the meal, and of course with friends and family, right?
Pretty much.
So it's basically just the parade and the meal.
Mm-hmm.
So, what about you, Z?
As of now, I've had a lot of falling out with most of my family members and stuff, so we don't get together as much. But when I was a kid, man, it was really going to my grandmother's house. My mom's mom had 75 acres of timber, so going out there Thanksgiving Day and running, and it was like everybody, so the whole family, like every cousin, aunt, uncle, everybody came out of the woodworks, and we just ransacked that farm, running around there, goofing off, playing tag with everybody. It was just such a blast, and that's something I will never forget or lose. But yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Well, Mine switches from year to year. I mean, mainly most of mine has been over my parents' house, and of course my aunts now that are putting in. We're all bringing stuff together to make it a feast, even though there's gonna. I think there might be possibly maybe 10 or 11 people there. But I know in the past my uncles used to like watching the football, and I've got my uncles are no longer here either. They've been gone for about at least a few years now, and we just either like play games or cards or something like that, um, waiting for the all everything to settle down, and that they're because we bring way too much to the table at Thanksgiving. Man, there's just a lot that goes on: turkey, ham, so many sides.
I mean,
Um, so, and I'll go back to GQ again. What is one Thanksgiving side that is your ultimate favorite that you have to have, and then what's one side that you can do without?
Do without except for anything cranberry. Never liked any cranberry stuff.
you're sad.
Turkey has to be the main thing always. I've never done ham on Thanksgiving. It's always been turkey.
So turkey is a must on Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Z?
So I am not a turkey fan, actually, unless it's like a turkey sandwich or something.
Sandwich.
I do not like the turkey off the bird like that, like right off the. No, they're disgusting in my opinion. Unless it's like the brown meat, of course, the dark meat. But I have to say, my grandmother makes probably one of the best damn stuffings that I've ever had, and so I look forward to my grandmother's stuffing, huge, and her sweet potato pie, because my uncle does not like pumpkin, so he has to have sweet potato. But it's so damn delicious that it's okay, whatever. I don't give a shit. But my mother-in-law now makes me a ham with a cranberry glaze on it, and it's fabulous.
Wow, ham with cranberry glaze. I never heard of that. Well, with that, and I like when someone does get a chance to make homemade stuffing because I've actually had with my late grandmother, that first one that passed away, she would actually take out the bread and tear up the bread like a bit like 2 or 3 loaves and let it sit out to dry out, and then add the celery and the onions and other stuff.
That's my
And then,
grandmother, bro.
yep, and then just let it stuff the bird with it. And the thing that I never do when I started cooking turkeys on my own, when I had to on some years, is I never managed to find a way to get the giblet bag out of the freaking hollow of the turkey. You can pull out the neck, and you can pull out. I mean, but I never could find the giblet bag. I'm talking the plastic bag, not the anatomy.
Yeah,
of
all
the
you got to do is
turkey.
go in,
Oh, gee,
search, pull it out.
I mean, there's only so long I can put my arm inside of a turkey and not feel funny about it.
Just give it a drink. Pour some beer over it. Make sure.
But one thing, I and probably Z is going to hate me on this, but I cannot stand. Here we go. Thank you, Corey. I cannot stand sweet potatoes.
You two are fucking. Sweet potatoes are one of the best damn things. Like, oh man, give me a good sweet potato lattice fry. Ooh,
Oh gosh.
love me
I'm
some sweet potatoes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just I could not handle them. It's just because I expected something else, and then even when I knew that they were being cooked, and I tried them, even like made it up with like as yams with the
See, I don't.
marshmallows.
That's disgusting. That's going the complete wrong way. Complete wrong way with sweet potatoes. If you're gonna make sweet potatoes, it needs to be with some salt, garlic, maybe a little Parmesan Romano or something in that. Like, do it right. Like, if you're gonna make it, do it right.
Man, it's just I can never get past the sweet potatoes. I just couldn't. I don't know. There's just something about it.
They're a staple in our. They were a staple in our family My family's not big on carbs too much, so like it was a one carb that we kept around, except for my grandma's bread, because my grandma, when she made stuffing, that thing was made from scratch. I mean, the bread was made like 2 weeks prior. It was left out. Like grandma made that shit from scratch all the way through, and oh my god, it was such the
Hey, Z.
Yes, sir.
We do have a video clip of Ruby when he was trying to get the giblet bag out.
Okay. I want to see this.
Oh, for God's sakes. But,
It's not the size of turkey you'd need.
I'm never going head first.
Well, okay, I have a question for anybody that might answer it, either here on the show or in the chat. There's two sides that I've never seen, at least with mine, or heard that people have for Thanksgiving. Macaroni and cheese. It's just not something that I would ever think that's a Thanksgiving side for.
It's a staple in ours. Continue.
And beans.
Like baked beans?
Yes.
The magical fruit.
Once again, that's I'm telling you right now. So like my mom's side of the family, up here in Quincy, man, they own a florist shop here. So like when Grandma stopped having Thanksgiving there, we would go to the florist shop here in Quincy, Illinois, called Ferris Florist, and the spread in this place, we could literally feed half of Quincy probably. Because this is full of all kinds of stuff, and baked beans are one of our staples in our family, and macaroni and cheese.
So
I just never thought of it or heard of it. I heard the macaroni is a southern thing more, but
so what type of beans you talking about? Just baked beans, or there's an? Oh, okay. Man,
Yeah,
imagine a lot of people eating those though.
And you talk about my jokes being really, then that's his sound effects there.
Oh no! But hey, we are actually making trying to make like a deluxe mac and cheese pan or dish that we're going to be bringing over. So we're going to be working on that on Thursday. And here we go, mashed potatoes. Yeah,
See, I didn't start liking mashed potatoes until just recently.
Really?
I could not do a mashed potato, like the consistency or something. Like even sweet potato mashed potatoes, I couldn't do it. I hated a good baked potato. Call it a day.
Wow. I know. I mean, there's like different ways to make up like ordinary dishes, but I definitely don't bring mac and cheese from a box to a Thanksgiving table.
I mean, Zmiz cooks everything from scratch, so I learned from my grandmother. So
yeah, I mean, we're talking, get out a box of like elbow macaroni, let that, and then either get like some Velveeta, like a whole block, and let it.
I'm talking. I go make macaroni noodles with my grandmother, and then take home like 4 pounds. Like we do that periodically. Like I usually have fresh noodles in the house all the time.
Wow, unbelievable. Fresh, and I love fresh pasta. I just can't.
No one hates Mr. Bean. But one thing, and if are you guys mashed potatoes fans?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Skin on or skin off when you make them?
Off to blend them, mash them. I do it
on. It has to be on.
Could you imagine getting in the blender though? I mean,
I don't want fucking mashed potatoes that I can put wallpaper up with, hon. I want some good old mashed potatoes.
Well, I mean, if you hand mash it with a hand masher, that's different. But if you're trying to like use like a mixer and you're mixing, no man.
Thank you, Corey. Skin on.
Skin on. I see with the blended mashed potato, then you get the skin in it. It just wouldn't feel right to me if I got the skin.
I've never blended my mashed potatoes. I just put the taters in a bowl and.
Okay, so you hand mash. So
there has to be chunks.
So you do your shake weight impersonation. You
Yeah, I'm over
let's see the ham mashing part. That's fine because then it's not smooth textured. It's all different, and it goes with any gravy, even lumpy gravy. So
yeah, I can't do smooth mashed potatoes. Like if it is consistency, I'm going to ignore what you said. But if it's consistency as glue on wallpaper, like no, thank you, man. No.
Now we're getting Julia Child dancing with the turkey. Oh my god, that is too funny. Oh, I can't wait actually for the birthday. I mean, we're having turkey and ham, and sorry that you hate turkey. I think at one point I would like to do a deep fried turkey before.
See, now you're talking my thing. I will eat a deep fried turkey. Actually,
yeah, it's just that people don't know the consistency of how much the bird is going to take up in the container, and then how much peanut oil or whatever oil that you're using. You only leave like a certain amount in that vat, because then if you're filling up more than halfway and you put the turkey in,
you let it blow
oil
up.
goes over, and then you're catching everything on fire, and it's like, well, and then you're a dumb redneck. You freaking started it in the house, so now you're catching your house on fire. So yeah, that's something that has to be done outside for sure.
But yeah, I can't do an oven roasted turkey. I just can't do it.
Well, I mean, you can still get part of the skin that's kind of crisp, around the breast part.
My brother-in-law, like
crispy
3
breasts.
years ago.
Sorry.
My brother-in-law, like 3 years ago, did a slow roast, like 2 days slow roast, in a smoker, and that was a pretty damn good turkey.
Oh, a smoker, yes.
Oh my god, that was a pretty damn good turkey.
God, I would love a smoked turkey, man. And it from a smoker with hickory or even with applewood. That would be
his
good
was
too.
applewood bourbon.
Oh, that's another good one.
And it was one of the best turkeys I've ever had the pleasure of eating.
Wow. Yeah, could you be, like a specialist as a smoker, and that'd be your job. Yeah, what do you do for a living? Well, I'm a meat smoker. So
GQ's life.
Yeah. But there ain't no shame in that. I would love to have. Now I've got a little smoker compartment off of my barbecue grill, but I've never used it, and I got to kind of experiment with some different cuts to see how that's going to roll, and of course, keep it up with it, and then let it,
You watch my social media next year, and you're going to see me barbecuing like a champ.
Oh, okay. Do you make TikToks on barbecuing?
I actually have a couple TikToks on barbecuing.
And a lot of ones that you wonder why he goes into Facebook jail and TikTok jail.
Dude, I Corey's question, I want to say, I would take a guess for GQ that
Pumpkin pie.
For GQ
Oreo.
like chocolate.
Oreo.
Best of both worlds.
Pumpkin pie all day. Unless it's a good peanut butter skin pie. Oh my god! Stop
What?
GQ.
What?
Stop.
Hold on. I got to see that entire thing. Hold on. I got to get this down. Hold on. What? Hit him with that. Oh, come on. The twerk. Oh, wow. Woo, we're just getting some good gifts here.
But a nice peanut butter silk pie. I'll take that too.
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, desserts. I mean, that's another thing with us here. We bring just as much dessert as we bring sides, and that's a bad thing because you don't know what, you bring all this, but you still have to take a lot home. Hopefully you can swap some of the desserts that you're taking home.
I love that one year my cousin brought special brownies. and did not tell anybody.
Wow.
That was a good Thanksgiving.
I would have loved to see the lit faces in that room. God. I would have loved to see all the faces in that room, boy.
It was pretty enjoyable. Like, we had to warn my mom not to eat the brownies and stuff because we all knew. And my grandma, my aunt were over in the corner giggling like no one's business, and we're like, "What the hell's going on?" And like my cousin posted on the thing, it said, "Don't take unless you don't want." I can't remember what it said, but it's like, "Don't take if something." And Grandma's like, "Oh, we had Cliff's brownies," and we're like, "Oh shit."
Should have put a riddle. Should have put a riddle there. If you take, you toke. So
it was quite funny, and yeah, we had multiple people in the family, and a couple of people were not happy.
I gotta drive home high on weed.
It was great. It was funny.
Oh man. I mean, the thing is, do you really taste the difference though? Because I wouldn't know.
And the consistency of a pot brownie?
Yeah.
Depending on how you make it, yes, you can.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'm sure it has to be really ground in there, and
yeah.
Some people don't even chop up the seeds; they just put them in there too.
Hey,
I'll suck on the seeds.
It's
so.
thick. It's thick granulated sugar. Yeah. So you mix it. Go and take a bite of it.
You're talking to the guy that after he cleans it, he's chewing on the stems.
Wow.
God gave us one of the greatest plants. I'm going to invest in every piece of it.
Oh yeah. Right. Shoot. Yeah. Well, if it only benefits me medically, I will partake in the CBD or whatever. But I can't do it on a recreational basis. Some states you can though, without getting in trouble. Missouri's not one of them. Yeah. Yeah, you're just on that other side up the just on the other side of that border away from him.
That is me regularly on many nights. I mean, between Cheech and Chong, Up in Smoke, and How High, that pretty much explains my whole life.
Oh my God! Shoot.
$15, little man.
Man, I never had no acid, man.
Oh my God!
Gotta love that movie. You're gonna make me go watch it now.
Oh, I will, but I've got things to do in the morning, and I'm gonna have a busy rest of the week. So, oh my gosh! So, we've probably been on here about close to a couple hours.
2 hours.
Yeah. What?
Shit, dude. I would have Randy Orton, Evan Bourne, Matt Riddle, and RVD over, and we'd have a good old fucking time.
Oh, I bet. It all depends who's supplying too. So,
I mean, if RVD's coming, do you have to supply? Just saying.
No.
Yeah, because he doesn't travel with it.
Right?
Oh.
I actually have some of his papers. That was it. WrestleMania when he posted. He did that with Riddle. Yeah, it was WrestleMania when he came out and he's like gave Riddle his papers. My buddy and I literally sitting there watching at WrestleMania, and we ordered 2 boxes of that shit right there on the spot.
Wow.
I do have a GIF for after the show. Wait, we can't play this one on here. So.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you have a Jeffrey.
Or GIF for those that like to be particular on how it's pronounced.
It's a GIF.
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 No, there's only one GIF, and it's peanut butter, bro.
Yeah. Did you say GIF?
GIF.
Just as long as you didn't say GILF. So.
Ooh, grandma would like to fuck. Hell yeah. I know.
Hold on, I gotta find that picture. Hold on.
Fuck you, fatty.
See, you got one more for us, GQ?
Yeah, hold on, but it's kind of funny. One of the wrestlers I had managed before, he had a shirt. And I'm trying to talk.
I'd hope he'd have a shirt.
Trying to find the picture. Hold on. See if I can find it real quick. But he was wearing this shirt at here it is. He was wearing this shirt at a show and decided to take a picture with a lady that was doing clown work there.
Oh.
That's
my
gold.
God.
And we realized that afterwards, it's like, okay, this has got to be a keeper for a while.
Oh my God.
Okay, let's go because I got to show you that one picture because I know some people like dark meat, some people like breast, and I'll show you that later.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Say goodbye.
Oh, should we do the hamster, the prairie dog lick at again? Hey, don't get caught with. Make sure you lock the door when you go to the bathroom at your guest house, because they open the door, they can be this. Oh my God! So for Mr. GQ, thank you for joining us. Oh, look at that! And we got another examination of the turkey. Oh, so guys, have a
Trying
great.
to help you find the bag of the giblets.
Oh my God! Well, that's more of a cavity search.
That's where they are.
Oh my God! I think we ought to get out of here, man. We've got a couple more days till Bird Day, but thanks to all who tuned in. So for GQ and for the Gem City Mouth Zmiz, I am Rough Cut Rick Ruby. We'll see you next week. So our next show will be on December 2nd. It'll be the aftermath of the big SICW event down in St. Louis, and we will we'll go over results, and hopefully we'll have some photos maybe to show of that, and or who knows.
You should try to do, Ruby, for that. You
Say
talk to
what?
Herb and them and see if you can get that recorded, that match,
Oh,
so we can air it specifically here.
yeah. Well, like I said, if it's only permission granted, I'll do it. But if not, we'll have to look at some
I
stills.
mean, Herb's probably already went to bed. Well, no, he's probably talking to somebody about wrestling for another 6 hours.
Oh gosh. All right, guys. Well, enjoy your turkey day and be safe shopping if you're going out. But we'll see you back on next Thursday, December 2nd. So everybody have a good night, and we'll see you next week. Thanks again for tuning in to tonight's episode of the Falls Count Everywhere podcast. Don't forget our friends at the following: Outside the Ring STL, the Searcher and Hide podcast, and We Talk Wrestling. The Falls Count Everywhere podcast is an LTS Enterprises production.